Hey everybody, Mental Fox here with some more Baldur's Gate 3. Thank you so much for joining me again. We are on this Nautiloid, just by our lonesome, working around this place, trying to figure out how to get off of this thing, I guess, is what we're trying to do right now. So let's keep moving forward here, and we'll go through the sphincter.
Better not be cursed.
Better not be cursed. Through the sphincter we go.
These boots have seen everything.
And into the next room. And here we find a goblin and a voice, which I imagine you heard. Let's see here.
Bag of holding.
We've picked up an Illithid record. We just picked it up. We are trapped, I think that said. Illithid record. A Mind Flayer tablet, elegant and alien. It seems to bypass the eyes and project information straight into one's brain. Let's read it.
Images of goblins, their habits and histories flash into your mind.
Okay, so it's a little information about goblins, and speaking of goblins, there's one right here. We can take a look at him. Yeah, he's dead. Dead goblin. Let's go ahead and loot him. He's got some stuff that he's not going to need. We'll take his 2 gold pieces, and then we'll see if we can't figure out where this voice is coming from. So this is coming from the left over here, and there, right here, maybe?
We are trapped.
Yeah, right here. We are trapped. The name of this is Murnath. Under operation, it says. Let's see if our character can get up here. Okay, there's our character over there. He's running this way. Whoops. Okay. So we've made it up here.
Release us.
Release us. Help us. Release us. Huh. Examine. Yeah, it's, under operation, target cannot move or speak. This is a level 1 high elf. Elf named Murnath, apparently. And I see... What's our guy doing here? He's kind of jogging a little bit there. You can see the little speech bubble there. We can speak with this person. So let's give that a try and see what happens.
You've come to save us from this place. From this place, you'll free us.
The exposed brain quivers in expectation.
Please. Before they return. They return.
So we used perception to look at this brain quivering. And we have some things we could ask. Who am I talking to, a man or a brain? I think you're past the point of saving. Tell me what to do, or you sound afraid. Why? Who am I talking to? A man or a brain?
A newborn. Born new from this husk.
You realize you're talking to an intellect devourer, a minion of the Mind Flayers who abducted you.
An intellect devourer, a minion of the Mind Flayers. Huh. Why do you sound so afraid?
The enemy. So many enemies.
Who are enemies of the intellect devourer? So we can say one more thing, we could destroy it, or we could leave. Let's say this. I think you're past the point of saving. Tell me what to do. So, again, trying to remember to be my character. We're in this unknown foreign place that we've never seen before. Our character's taking it rather well, I feel like. He's not freaking out. He doesn't seem to be even grossed out. I mean, if I were here, I would be like, what in the world is going on? But, you know, our character is like, a talking brain, you know. Maybe our character's come across talking brains in his lifetime before. Who knows? This guy's led a very colorful life. So, yeah, we're just talking to this brain like it's, you know, Sunday brunch. But the only thing we have to say here is I think you're past the point of saving. Tell me what to do.
Remove us from this body, from this case. Free us, please.
Oh, so do we really want to free this intellect devourer, the Mind Flayer's minion, from this body? Do we want to do that? Well, we can investigate it a little bit. We can simply break the skull. We can gently prise the brain from the skull, and then destroying it is still an option. Here I really like this. If it's telling you which of your attributes are going to be used. So in order to investigate it, we're going to use our intelligence. If we wanted to break it, we would use our strength. And if we wanted to prise it from the skull, we would use our dexterity. Well, I think it makes sense to just simply inspect it first. Let's take a closer look. Our little dude, he's right down there about eye level with it. Let's take a closer look at this brain. Skill checks. Some dialogue options require a skill check, a dice roll that must meet or exceed a target number. Your character's skills add a bonus to this roll. So, we're doing an intelligence check. We need to roll a 10. This is the difficulty class. A number that must be matched or exceeded to succeed. Rolling a 1 always fails. Rolling a 20 always succeeds. So we're going to roll the dice, and then down here we have a modifier. Because our intelligence is 12, we get a +1 to intelligence checks. I would not have guessed that a 12 would give us a +1, but it does. Let's go ahead and click this die. And we've rolled an 11. We get the +1 from here, a 12, which is greater than 10, so we pass the check. And we're going to investigate the exposed brain.
You notice edema, a swelling of the brain causing pressure where it strains against the shell of the skull.
So now that we know that, that opens up, let's see, this was already here, but now we have medicine. Attempt a cerebral extraction, staying mindful of the swelling. Medicine is a wisdom check. Huh, interesting. For some reason we get an advantage here. I'm not really sure why. We would use the highest roll from 2d20. Or we could destroy the brain. So this is one case where, so I told you before, and if you watched my other Let's Plays, you know that I generally play these things blind. But in this case I didn't. I've done some research. I've watched some other people play. And this is one of those cases where I feel like that research has maybe, or maybe not, taken something away. Gosh, looks like my guy's getting poked in the eye there. I already know what happens with this brain. And I think it's a good thing, so I am going to go ahead and try the cerebral extraction. Had I not already seen what happens, I may have tried to destroy it, thinking, oh, this thing is a freaking minion of the Mind Flayers. I don't want this thing around. The Mind Flayers are bad. They put this freaking thing in my eyeball socket. But since I know what happens, I'm going to go ahead and try to extract this thing. Using my medicinal skills, apparently. So in this case, since we have an advantage, and to be honest with you, I don't really know why. It's a situational advantage. Advantage lets you roll 2 dice and take the higher result before adding modifiers. We don't have any modifiers because our wisdom isn't that high. But yeah, I don't know why I'm getting a wisdom advantage here. Maybe because my investigation check was successful? Had my investigation check not been successful, perhaps I would not get an advantage here. But we're going to go ahead and roll the die. Or the dice in this case. Ooh. So we're going to take the highest, and we just made it. We needed a 10. So, we succeeded. Looked like I had to think about that for a minute. And now we're going to continue and get to watch this grossness. Use our dexterous, slim fingers.
Skull. But you notice an opportunity. You could cripple the strange creature, making it more subservient, should it prove a threat.
So, we have learned that we could cripple it. So now, again, since I know what's going to happen here, I don't want to mutilate the brain. However, I don't know whether that's going to come back to bite me later on. But my guy's like sitting here, he's literally holding this thing in his hands. How dangerous could it possibly be? Right? So let's spare the creature. You know, our character, he's got a soft spot for other homeless creatures, and this brain is certainly a homeless creature right now. Maybe feels a little bit of a kinship with this little guy. So we're going to spare the creature. And instead throw it on the ground.
We are free. Our freedom is ours, friend.
The creature pauses, listening. Something behind your eyes seizes in recognition.
We must go to the helm. At the helm, we are needed.
So we just communicated with this thing telepathically, no doubt thanks to the thing behind our eyeball. So we can now talk to this thing. And this is something that I'm just noticing. You can see right here, when we're talking to somebody, it puts their name right here. And even though we haven't asked what his name is yet, it says it right here. So we could say, what should I call you?
Us. We are us.
So that's the creature's name, us. He says that we need to get to the helm. What's at the helm?
The brain tenses, as though querying an unseen advisor.
Do you not hear it? We will not survive here. We are needed to navigate. We are needed to leave this realm.
So us talks about leaving the realm. Oh, and by the way, when I was in the last episode where I was talking about making the text bigger, this is text I was able to make bigger. I was not able to make the description text bigger, but I made this bigger. We are needed to leave this realm. So that's something I kind of wanted to mention. In the cutscene at the start of the game, when we see the Mind Flayers, I guess, piloting this Nautiloid, one thing that they did that I thought was really cool was they took like these two tentacles and like spliced them together and then pulled them like a bowstring, and then the Nautiloid instantly left one space and entered another, and it like left the space of where the town was, where they were getting attacked by dragons, and then instantly we were in a different place, a more like winter area. And I don't know whether that teleport that we saw actually like moved to a different planet or a different realm or just a different area on that planet. That I don't know. But it does seem as though this Nautiloid has the ability to navigate realms. So, we can say, I helped you once, but that's all I can do. I'll go, but not with you. We could attack it. And again, I feel like my character maybe feels a little kinship with this guy. So he's like, hey, let's go. Maybe you can help me. And plus, us here called us friend. So right now, us sees us as a friend. And we're going to need some help, I think. So let's go ahead and travel along with us.
To the helm we go. We are going to the helm.
We are going to the helm, and then suddenly, followers. Some allies may temporarily join you. You can directly control their movement and actions. Click a follower's portrait to take control of them. And you can see here, freaking us, like, just quadrupled in size. Look how much bigger us is now. I mean, just a moment ago, us fit in our little gnome hands without any trouble, but now he's as big as our torso, which I find amusing. So here we are. We're going to travel along with, newborn crossed out. That was funny. Us.
Creature reaches into your mind, its thoughts rattling against yours. Something inside you squirms in recognition.
Friend, we will go to the Helm now.
So, here's some more things that we could say to us. And then down here we got the dialogue history that we could bring up. So this is the start of this particular dialogue. We could attack it from here, from dialogue, or we could go to the menu. Let's see here. We could talk to, let's see, why was I forced onto this ship? Something was put in my eye. Can you tell me where we are? These are all good questions. What was that thing put in my eye, dude? Can you tell me that?
A gift.
Oh.
A gift to make you as we are. Soon you will be so beautiful, so powerful.
Well, that's a little disturbing. So, us thinks that the little eye creature was a gift. Going to turn us into something beautiful and powerful. I doubt that very much. Why was I forced onto this ship?
To know you. To love you. To give you our gift.
That's disturbing. Can you tell me where we are?
In a realm where we have fled.
Hmm.
We have fled to a realm called Avernus, first of the 9 hells. We are escaping a great evil.
So, according to us, we have fled to a realm called Avernus. So maybe that's what happened when that Mind Flayer pulled that bowstring. We have actually gone to a different realm. I'm not sure. I don't think we want us to stay behind, because I think us could be helpful. I mean, look at those claws.
We are going to the Helm. My friend and I are going to the Helm.
Yeah, going to the Helm. So Murnath here has a little asterisk, which means that we can loot Murnath. Although there's nothing here on Murnath. So yeah, I don't really know what's up with that. It's still, now it says empty. So a moment ago it didn't, but now it does. As far as other things to interact with nearby, we have a tentacle aquarium,
Brains.
which has brains in it apparently. And look at the artwork on these things, man. We could examine this, and I mean, just look at that. This, I can zoom in a little bit. That is really detailed. Brains? So we could attack that thing. I do wonder what us will do if I attack that. But again, I have to keep reminding myself that I'm role-playing. Myself, the player of this game, is curious to know what would happen if I destroy this. However, my character, why would he destroy it? You know, why would he do that? It's not causing us any trouble right now, and destroying it could bring about trouble. Here's a neural apparatus. Oh. That if we use it... Oh, okay. Brings up like this elevator right here, which I guess wasn't really necessary. We managed to get up here anyway, even without the elevator. But we could walk over here and then take the elevator down, which is kind of neat. And here's another one over here. Cannot
Do anything.
That one doesn't do anything. I don't know what the deal is with that. Okay, I'm going to walk. I'm going to guess we're supposed to go that way. And in fact, you can see right here, it's pointing us in the direction. And also, our quest was updated a little bit while that happened. Our objective is now to reach the Helm. We met one of the Mind Flayer's minions, an intellect devourer. It wants us to go to the helm of the ship. Well, good enough for me. Ooh, here is an Eldritch tablet.
1,000 years of humanoid history. Elves, dwarves, humans, and more flash behind your eyes.
This kind of, to me, has kind of like a Borg from Star Trek feel. Like almost like they're assimilating everyone. And, you know, we saw over here there was a goblin on a table. I don't remember where he went. But there was a goblin on a table, and next to him was like basically a book about goblins. And there he is over here. And then now we've just found a tablet that just talks about all kinds of other races. So yeah, it just has a feeling of the Borg. I'm not saying one stole from the other or anything like that. I'm just saying they're similar, I feel like. Okay, over here, there's more stuff here that for some reason doesn't show up when I do my little press my button that makes things outline in yellow. I don't know why these don't show up. Here's a rune slate.
A schematic of a Nautiloid flashes into your mind. Nerves, sinews, as much living being as ship.
So we've just learned a little bit about the Nautiloid. And I'm going to pick this stuff up. Maybe I could sell it. You know, our character collects things.
A feeling penetrates your mind. An anomaly, one like ourselves, unconnected from the whole. Caution.
Huh. An anomaly has been detected, apparently. I'm going to guess that that's the green woman who we saw escape from her pod. And there's one over here. I could try to get to it and read it.
Worlds beyond worlds flash before your eyes. Empires of a grand design traversed by ships just like this.
Mm-hmm. Good to know. Pick it up too. Okay. So I don't feel like there's anything else here we can interact with. So let's move forward. We've got all of our health. Wow. The us here has 21 health. Us has a lot of health. Oh, okay. So they're still fighting dragons out here. So that's pretty crazy. And there is the green woman.
Abomination. This is your end.
Your head throbs and your skin tingles. Visions rush past. A dragon's wing, a silver sword, and a flash of your face seen through the strange woman's eyes.
Oh. My head. What is this? Skvar. You are no thrall. Vlaakith blesses me this day. Together, we might survive.
I like during that whole thing, my character did not look frightened at all. He looked completely confident, and I like to think it's because he has some tricks up his sleeve. He's used to dealing with people in possibly dangerous situations. He stands his ground. He is not afraid of someone twice his size jumping from above him in front of him and pulling a sword on him. He was just calm as could be, it seemed. So this is Lae'zel, I guess is her name. We could ask her some questions. She thought that we were a thrall. We could ask her who she is. We need to figure out where are we. What do we suggest? Let's do introductions first. Who are you?
Who am I? Your only chance of survival.
Okay. What made you think that I was a thrall?
We carry Mind Flayer parasites. Unless we escape, unless we are cleansed, our bodies and minds will be tainted and twisted. Within days, we will be Gaith, Mind Flayers.
Within days. We are turning into Mind Flayers? There must be something we can do.
We can do nothing until we escape. That must be our priority.
So I don't know how she knows this.
Exterminate the imps. Then we find the Helm and take control of the ship. As for that thing, it will remain tame as long as it believes we are thralls. It may be of use in the fight to come.
So she knows an awful lot. Okay, here is our first battle with some imps. I don't know if you saw it, but real quick, you saw some initiative numbers pop up. That in Dungeons & Dragons land determines who goes first in a battle. Everybody rolls for initiative. The imps here rolled a -17, and I didn't see what we rolled, but I'm sure it was a positive number. So we get to go first. Our party gets to go first. Ooh, there's an incinerated Mind Flayer right here. So it is time to do a little bit of fighting. And up here, here's the heroes. This is Lae'zel. This is our character. This is us. And then we've got an imp with 6 health points or hit points, 6 hit points, 6 hit points. So not really going to be much of a challenge, I say. And, you know, who knows, maybe then I'll get my butt kicked, but I don't think I will. But yeah, we've got 3 imps here. Shouldn't be a problem. Should be able to just really just go in fighting them. But since we have a little bit of room between us, well, it's only 8 meters. So Lae'zel here, let's see, who are we controlling right now? You see Lae'zel has a highlighted box around her, so we are controlling Lae'zel right now. Let's see here, how do I know how far she can move? Okay, well, I could kind of get an idea. It looks like she could go about 8, less than 9 meters. I'm sure that's somewhere. Oh, actually, yeah, we've got a character sheet here. So her movement, let's see, where do I see how many steps we could take, how far we could go. Skills and detailed view. Well, I don't see it right off, like how far we can walk. And it might not. Oh, here we go. Movement speed. There we go. Her movement speed is 9 meters. Our movement speed is 8 meters. Okay, so that's how far we can move in each attack. So she could easily run over here and hack at this guy. You can see 95% chance of hitting. The weapon that she's using right now is this long sword. It does 4 to 13 damage. So even if she rolls the lowest possible thing, she's still going to do 4 damage to it. So odds are she's going to run over here and kill this thing right off. So I'm not too concerned. So let's just have her run over here and do it.
I will not know failure.
9 hit points of damage, and the imp is dead. And she's actually still got some movement she could do here. She could do a bonus action, I guess, is what's going on here. She's got a lot of bonus actions. She could do a little bit of healing if she needs to. She doesn't. She could shove things away. She can jump somewhere. She can dip her weapon into something, such as fire, maybe, and get a flame weapon. She could do a pommel strike on somebody nearby, and then she could heal. So I don't think that she needs to do any of this stuff. She could move a little bit closer. She seems to be pretty powerful. I'm going to have her walk over here. There. Just have her walk here to maybe cut this guy off if necessary. And we're going to end her turn. She has no more movement left.
Nothing will stand in my way.
And now we're to our character. And I'm going to switch to my hand crossbow. And I'm going to... Let's see, we have a 90% chance of hitting this guy. Or we could... Well, we don't... You know what? We actually don't have a weapon. We've only got our bare hands. I guess in our travels, we've never picked up a weapon. Which, you know, maybe makes sense. Maybe you don't want to be bringing weapons with you into the cities. I don't know. That might be a bad thing. So instead, we just fight with our hands. So let's go ahead and shoot at this thing with our bow. which, well, I don't know why it's not showing me. There we go. Ranged attack, 3 to 8 damage. We have different types of shots. Interesting. 3 to 8 damage. Let's go ahead and shoot this thing. 7 damage. That imp is dead. We've done a fine job there. And we could still move if we want to. I think I'm just gonna stay right where I am. Maybe move right next to her. And I'm gonna end my turn. Then we've got this guy who, when I look at our character cards, I don't see one for us, so I don't know what us's movement speed is, although you can kind of guess a little bit, you know, but maybe the same as hers. So I can't reach this guy from here, and we don't have a ranged attack, we only have claws, right? So we can't reach this guy. So basically us isn't going to help us at all right now. So let's just form a front here and end the turn. We've got this one lonely imp who's going to run over and do a fiery bolt. Shot a fiery bolt at Lae'zel and missed. Let's just have Lae'zel just go ahead and run down here and finish this guy off with her sword. There we go. And the imp
You proved surprisingly adequate.
is dead.
Now, to the Helm.
Some allies can join you on your adventure. You can control them the same way as you do your own character. Click a companion's portrait to take control of them. That's cool. But right now, I want to do some looting. So let's go ahead and loot this Mind Flayer. We're going to get ourselves a spiked bulb. The barbs inside this bulb explode on impact, making all nearby creatures bleed. A sticky sap-like substance trickles down the spikes of this bulb. Cool. And then we also have a potion of healing. Take all that stuff. We'll go over here to this imp. Now here's something that I don't know. You can see that this imp's name is in red. This imp's name is in yellow. What does that mean? Why are these different colors? I don't know. The Mind Flayer is in yellow. In red, in yellow. That I haven't been able to figure out yet. This guy's got a scimitar. This human-made scimitar falls far short of replicating the quality of the drow style it clearly imitates. Now you can see right here it says not proficient with martial weapons or scimitars. This is our character. This is Fox. Fox is not proficient with this weapon. Proficiency represents whether you are trained in a weapon type, tool, or skill. Provides a bonus to associated rolls, making you more likely to succeed. We are not proficient, so this is not a good weapon for us to use. But of course, I'm going to go ahead and pick it up anyway. I'm going to pick stuff up basically until I can't pick stuff up no more. So you can see here, this says empty. We know this is empty, but for whatever reason, this imp, it doesn't say empty. And it still has a little treasure chest. But when I click on it, there's nothing in the imp. So I do not understand this at all. And I find it a little annoying, frankly. Here we get ourselves a light crossbow. Now, I kind of like this. It's telling me what we have equipped. We have a hand crossbow equipped on the left there that does 3 to 8 damage. And then we have this light crossbow here that does 3 to 10 damage. So maybe this is a somewhat better weapon for us to use. You could also see that it has a higher range, 18 meters versus 15 meters. I will say, though, that this is and indeed it does say hand crossbow. This is a light weapon, can be dual-wielded with another light weapon, whereas this is a two-handed weapon, requires 2 hands to use. So there is a little bit of a difference there. Does it really matter to us right now? Whether we have our other hand free, I don't know. But of course, we're going to go ahead and pick it up.
Have to keep going.
And, oh, let's see. Okay, here's another imp over here. So see, again, see now this imp here is in yellow, and now that I've looted it, it says empty. Whereas this one is in red, and it doesn't say empty. I don't get it. I just don't get it. And something else I find amusing is that I can pick this thing up. Yoink. Okay, we just picked up one imp. We now have an imp in our inventory. Okay. We have an imp in our inventory, and you could see that, you know, most other things we pick up, we could see an item price and a weight. Whereas with the imp, all right, with the imp, we don't have any of that. It's just this imp that we're carrying around. Don't know why we'd want to carry that around. I just found it amusing that we could pick it up. So there's another one over here. I'm going to go loot him. Here is a hand axe. Does 0 to 5 damage. And you could see here that we could throw it if we want to. Thrown weapon. Melee weapons that are also made to be thrown, such as daggers, hand axes, javelins, light hammers, spears, and tridents. When thrown, these weapons deal the same damage they would for a melee attack. Well, that's kind of interesting. So we'll pick that up. And again, this red-colored imp doesn't say empty. I don't know why. If anybody watching this knows why or has any theories, by all means, let me know. I'd really like to know. We're going to go ahead and loot this imp here. The best part of any Dungeons & Dragons game is the looting. Here is another light crossbow, just like the one we picked up. We'll go ahead and pick it up. Now see, this imp is in red, but it actually says empty. This one up here is in red, but it does not say empty, and it acts like I can still loot it. Beats the crap out of me, man. Here's a dead thrall. He's got a health potion. So I believe we've looted everyone around here. Nope. Here's another dead thrall over here that I would have missed. Let's go loot this guy. He's got some gold on him. And over here is another imp. This imp has another hand axe. And again, this imp is showing as empty. Okay, so we are going to go in this direction. Everybody on my team is fully healthy, so we do not need to use the restoration right here. I believe we have... Oh man, did I loot this incinerated Mind Flayer? I don't remember. I did. Okay, so we're good. Alright, let's move on. I mean, you don't want to leave stuff behind. Absolutely not. Let us go into our character's inventory here. And you remember I have a ranged weapon, but I do not have a melee weapon. I would say this hand axe is going to be better than nothing. So let's go ahead and put that in here, and now we have a melee weapon. So we have that option available to us should we decide to do some melee work. An empty imp here. Here's another dead thrall that we could loot.
Be able to take another dragon attack. We need to get out before it's too late.
Okay, the ship will not be able to take another dragon attack. Here's some goodies. Here we've got a simple robe. Compared to a simple jerkin that we're currently wearing, you can see that, you know, this is a 10, this is an 11, and you could also see down here that we get a +2 from dexterity, so that's why this is 13. Now, well, this over here, okay, it's just showing what we're currently wearing, yeah. So this simple robe isn't as good as this simple jerkin. They're very similar, but this is slightly better, so we're going to stick with this. Of course, we're going to go ahead and pick up the robe. Here we've got ourselves a short sword. Maybe I could use this. A common and effective sword carried by adventurers, thieves, and watchmen alike. Certainly better than the hand axe that we're currently carrying. Here is a rapier. This does 3 to 10. Oh, this one does even more damage. Maybe we should carry the rapier. A slender but deadly sword favored by... wow, Waterdavian nobility? I think that's what that says. And then we got some gold here. So we're going to pick all that up. Go back into our inventory. We're going to remove this. And instead, let's put the rapier over here. How's that sound? Yeah, let's do that. Okay, we got another body up here. Another dead thrall. Climb that net. And here is just one gold piece. Chasm over here. We could look out. And I don't see any dragons flying around, but you can see we're flying over this landscape, which is really neat. Okay. Let's climb this arterial mesh. I thought maybe this was a... No, we can't reach over there. There's nothing over there for us anyway. Oh, we got ourselves another sphincter. Here we go. Oh, there was an autosave there. Okay, here we go. And we're going to enter this room here.
Back! Touch nothing without knowing its purpose.
So she makes a really good point. Touch nothing without knowing its purpose. Here is something we could push. Oh, there's a sigil, and a sigil. Oh, I didn't notice that. So, we got a backpack over here. Let's look at these sigils here. Well, I guess we have to use it.
Unleash.
Okay, so this one is Unleash, and apparently our character is smart enough to use some Arcana skills. Oh, somebody's yelling, "Let me out." Arcana +1. Our intelligence gives us some Arcana, recognize magic, interact with enchanted items. So we could... Somebody's yelling at us.
Can't read the script.
Oh, we can't read that script. Oh, crap. So we read Unleash, but we can't read those two. So who... Okay, we got a body here. Right? Oh, I'm not sure what this is. When I hold down Shift, it shows this icon. I'm not sure what that is. Oh, can we talk to this cultist? Let's examine them first. Okay, they're just dead. Oh, they're actually sapped? Target has been psionically drained. They're incapacitated and unconscious. So if I go over here, we could talk to them.
The man isn't dead, but he's totally unresponsive.
Okay, so he's not dead, but totally unresponsive.
It's up for discussion.
Here's another one. Oh.
Flickers in his eyes, but he seems totally unaware of his surroundings.
Okay, totally unaware. There's a backpack over here that I want to look in. Why not? We got some gold and a malachite. Parents slip these stones under their children's pillows to ward off nightmares. So who's yelling? Oh, Thump. There is a whoops. There's a person here. Use.
You! Get me out of this damn thing!
We have no time for stragglers.
So we instantly know that her name is Shadowheart, we saw there. Lae'zel says we have no time for stragglers. So we could look for a latch to open the lid. We could simply say there's no time, I need to get out of here. We could say I'll go look around, there must be some way to get this thing open, or we could leave. So again, my character, I like to think, you know, here's somebody who's in distress. Our character... for whatever reason, our character's heart goes out to this person, but the tactical, smart side of our character knows that the more people we have, the more chance there is for us to survive getting off of this ship, right? So I'm thinking that maybe we should try to get this person out of here. So let's see here. Let's see if there's a way we could open this thing.
The construction is too alien. Nothing looks familiar.
This ship is crashing. Do you intend to die for a stranger?
Oh, calm down. The pod's stuck faster. I can't free you, or I'll go look around. There must be some way to get this thing open. Let's get this thing open, man. Come on. Let's make an ally here.
Try that contraption next to the pod. They did something to it when they sealed me in. Hurry! Please!
Shadowheart. Okay, so we've got a new journal entry here. Rescue the Illithid's captive. Find a way to release the captive. We encountered a survivor trapped inside one of the pods aboard the Nautiloid. Perhaps we can find a way to free her, and whether Lae'zel wants us to do it or not, we're going to try it. Combat. Get ready to fight. Combat happens in rounds, and each participant gets a turn to act. The game pauses around you during combat, so you have time to plan your actions. Okay, I don't know why it said that right there. We're really not in combat. Not that I'm aware of, anyway. Okay, so we've got something here that we could touch. And then there were things over here to push. And then over here, there's an elaborate reliquary and a burnished necklace. Let's go loot some things first before we go pressing buttons. Oh, it's locked. It needs a key. You need thieves' tools to pick a lock, or you could find its key. What the? Look at this. Oh, what's this? It is an intellect devourer. Where are you going? What? Who's it? This isn't our intellect devourer. Who are you? Can we talk to it? Okay, he's too fast for us. Okay, hold on a second. That was weird. Huh. Okay, so we can't open this up. There is a burnished necklace that we've picked up. This burnished necklace that we just picked up. That's weird. Oh, equipment. You can equip items from your inventory by double-clicking them or dragging them into an equipment slot. I'm not sure why that just showed up now and this wasn't here before. Were these here before? Camp supply sack, alchemy pouch, and keychain? Yeah, we read those before. I don't know why those are showing up like that now. That's weird. Anyway, the thing that we just picked up was this necklace. Here it is. Bright and polished, this necklace was clearly cherished by its previous owner. And then we've also got Dark Mind.
Brain in a jar.
Okay, well we just picked that thing up. It's worth 1 gold piece, but it weighs a lot. A humanoid brain, alive and in perfect condition, suspended in cerebrospinal fluid. And by the way, you can see I am just taking my time here. I am feeling no sense of urgency whatsoever. Here's an Illithid manuscript that we can examine, or read.
Faint images appear in your mind. A brain, a Githyanki warrior, and centuries of darkness.
Okay. Just picking stuff up, man. So we got this reliquary that we can't get into. Over here we've got this thing. So I believe this is what she saw that she said we should try. So, you know, if she saw the Mind Flayers using stuff, maybe we could try to use it. Look for a switch or release, hit it or leave. Well, let's look for a switch or release, something that's going to open this lid and let her out.
The mechanisms are completely unrecognizable at first, but then you spy an empty socket.
Okay, so we found an empty socket. Our choices are hit it or leave, so I'm going to guess that we need something to put in the socket, but let's see what happens if we hit it.
Nothing. The console remains dormant.
Gives it a good kick. Okay, the only thing left to do now is leave.
Whatever fits in that socket must power this thing.
Yes. Can we talk to her again? I'm just curious.
Let me out! Come on! Get me out of this thing!
Stay calm. I'll find a way to get this open.
Keep looking!
Okay, so well, this said unleash. That doesn't sound good. We don't know what these two do.
Let me out!
But, well, unleash. Can I try to read this again? Probably not. Because if that were the case, we would just read it over and over again until we finally read it.
Can't read the script.
Yeah. Can't read either of these. We don't know what they do.
Let me out!
Yeah, let's not press things that we don't know what they do. Let's go to where we saw this other intellect devourer through the sphincter. And into this room, there's a dead thrall right here. Ah, a gold key, an elaborate gilded key, and another scimitar. Inventory containers contain items such as keys, ingredients, and camp supplies are sorted into handy containers in your inventory. Okay, I guess these are the containers here. Open items. Items? Oh, I moved it to items down here. I guess I don't... Whoa, what? Oh, okay. Here's what's inside of it. A gold key. Okay. Oh, okay. We just took the key out of there. Okay, I don't really know whether I was supposed to do that or not. And I don't see any way to remove this from my items down here, so I'm not really sure what I just did. But we have a key. Let's go back here. Before we go any further... Wait a minute, here comes this guy. Talk.
We are one.
Okay, we are one, it says. Huh. Let's go back here. Now that we have the key, we'll see if it opens this thing. Let's try this. Indeed it does. We use the gold key. Inside is 11 gold and another onyx. Okay, we picked this. So nothing that's going to help get this woman out of that pod. See what's going on in here. Ooh. Oh.
How many hosts of these gay infected?
So here's another pod here, and there is a body inside of it. Whoa. If there's a way to tilt the camera back and up, I don't know how to do it. But there is a body in there. What if we talk to her?
Dazed woman is trapped inside the pod. She doesn't notice you.
Okay, she doesn't notice us. Oh, there's a cartilaginous chest over here. And, oh, we got something else we could push. Let's help ourselves to these potions of healing. Here's another, here's a slave mind? A humanoid brain, yeah, and cerebrospinal fluid. I mean, it's a gold piece. I don't know. Pick it up.
Another brain.
Another brain. Here's another dead thrall. We've got an eldritch rune. A strange energy buzzes through this alien object. You are sure you've never seen any of the like, yet part of you recognizes it as a component of some bigger machine. Okay, maybe that's what we need for the slot in that other machine. Now here we got a bronze necklace. Though shining brightly, this necklace smells distinctively of rust, but it's still worth 20 gold pieces.
This might unlock those controls next to the pod.
Okay, and you can see our journal's been updated. We found an eldritch rune. It may help us to rescue the captive half-elf. Cool. Okay, let's move on. But there's something here we can push. I mean, just simply using things just for the heck of it. You know, like I was saying before, do we just go around pushing things willy-nilly? Well, if I don't, then I miss out on things, I feel like. But then again, I don't know if that's a good reason to... press buttons. Hooray, hooray, that one said. Oh, well, do you think it's possible that that button will let this person out? Do you think? I don't know. Let's try it. Let's go pushing things. Place your hand on the console or leave. I don't know. Let's see if it gets her out of there.
As you place your hand on the pod, you hear something. A presence connected to the pod, commanding the person inside to change.
That doesn't sound good. Oh crap, what have we done? Oh. 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 See? That's why you shouldn't go around pushing things, man. Ah. Oh. Oh.
Changed at the pull of a lever. How? If we are not purified, this may be our fate.
To get out of here. Before it's our turn.
So it turned this one into a Mind Flayer.
The newborn Mind Flayer stares at you, weak and dazed.
So then what are thralls? Whoa. Okay, camera, stop it. There we go. What's with this guy?
We will leave this terrible place. This hot.
Can we get that guy to come with us? Okay, so we got the Eldritch Rune that we're pretty sure is going to go in a slot over here. Let's see if we say anything else to her. Give her an update.
Come on! Get me out of this thing!
Yeah, look at this. I found some sort of key. It might free you.
Good. Try using it on that machine next to me. Hurry! Please!
Okay, let's try it.
The console appears dormant.
Yes, let us insert the rune into the socket.
The console hums to life. But what is its purpose? Will it free the captive or transform her like that other unfortunate?
Oh, yeah, you're right. Let's use our Arcana here to take a closer look. We need to roll a 10 or higher. Ow. Well, shoot. Well, that sucks. We failed that. That sucks. So now we don't know.
Nothing in the appearance of the device betrays its purpose. It could do anything. It could even transform the occupant of the pod, like what happened before.
So the difference is that this woman is still coherent, she's still talking, she's still aware, whereas the other one, she was like dazed and out of it, so maybe she was like further along. I mean, the character in there said that she saw the Mind Flayers use this console when they put her in here. I don't know, let's do it. We gotta get her out of here.
Suddenly,
Or at least try.
a hideous squirming in your head. A parasite. Then discomfort fades, and another sensation washes over you. Connection. Authority.
Oh, okay. Well, Illithid, being implanted with a Mind Flayer tadpole is a fate worse than death, isn't it? And then we could use our wisdom. We could will the pad, or the pod, to open. Oh my gosh. Oh, gee whiz. I have to roll a 2. If I don't roll a 2, she's not going to get out. Okay, we're good. I was worried.
You feel the biomechanical brain of the console process your command and yield to it. A shiver runs across your mind. You feel sated.
Oh, jeez. A long fall.
At last. Thought I was done for.
Okay, so here is Shadowheart. Let's speak with her.
I thought that damn thing was going to be my coffin. Thank you.
Your mind lurches into her thoughts. Her gratitude is mixed with wariness, because you have a Gith with you.
You keep dangerous company.
Okay. Dangerous company is what you need in a fight. Got a problem with Githyanki. Did you feel that just now when we were in each other's heads? I don't know, man. Dangerous company is what you need in a fight. Our character knows that.
Fair point. Looks like there's plenty of fighting ahead. Let me come with you. We can get off this ship and watch each other's backs along the way.
Let's see here. We could say, all right then, let's get going on Fox. Or let's ask her this. Did you feel that? Did you feel what I felt just before we were in each other's heads?
I did. It must be because of those parasites they put in us. But that'll have to wait. Are we going to help each other or not?
Well, yeah. Come on, let's go.
Shadowheart. One moment.
What's that?
It's nothing. Trust me.
Enough of this chatter. We need to get to the Helm. Now.
She's right. Lead on.
Well, we are now the leader. She just got 55 experience points. We only got 5. What's up with that? Our quest has been updated. It's been completed, in fact. We learned that the survivor aboard the Nautiloid is called Shadowheart. She joined us, and now we are still looking for the Helm. But now we have a little bit of help here. We will move forward towards the Helm in the next episode. It's time for me to end this one. I don't know about you, but for me, this episode just absolutely flew by, and that means that I'm having fun. I hope you're having fun too. If you are, why don't you let me know? Leave me a like or a comment. And just a reminder that if you're not a subscriber, make sure you subscribe. Click the little bell icon so you're notified whenever I post new videos. Thank you so much for joining me on this episode. I hope you join me again in the next one.